Hello and welcome to the Riser Virtual Cheese Awards 2025. You join us at category B8, the Creamery Double Gloucester. I'm Danielle Tingey. I'm going to be moderator for this session, and I'm joined by Stephen and Charlie, who are going to help us showcase and decide the best of the British cheeses. If you'd like to introduce yourself, judges.
Go for Charlie.
My name's Charlie Turnbull. I ran a cheese shop for 15 years and now I am a director of the Academy of Cheese and teach cheese to whomever wants to listen.
And I'm Stephen Fleming. I'm the owner of George and Joseph Cheesemongers in Leeds, and we are in around 15 years of retailing cheese. So I'll be imagining that transitioning into the world that Charlie exists in now, any day now.
Okay, so our job today is to judge cheeses based on their appearance, their aroma, their texture, and their flavour. We can award cheeses up to a value of 10 points per category, and the flavour category is weighted by 50%. The winning cheese is the one with the most points, and that goes through to the best of category judging session on the 10th of June. However, in this category, we've got just one cheese, so it's not an easy ride. It doesn't automatically get put through. And judges actually have the power to stop that cheese getting through. So it's really got to perform. It's not an easy win just because it's got no natural competition. So Creamery Double Gloucester, judges, what do we know about this category?
Is it Creamery Double Gloucester?
Creamery Double Gloucester.
Okay.
Oh, it says traditional on the packet.
It says traditional double and single Gloucester on the packet.
Oh, hang on, let's just double check. We're not doing anything. We're on class B8, Creamery Double Gloucester. B81004 is the entry in this one.
Yeah, that's the code I've got, the description.
I've got that, but it says on mine, traditional single and double Gloucester.
Ah. Hang on.
I mean, I've got to be honest, I don't think that makes any difference.
Okay.
I don't know what creamery means in this context. I assume it's probably about scale, but we're looking at a cheese that clearly comes from a truckle, a large truckle. I'm guessing here, Stephen, but I think this comes from quite a big truckle.
Yeah.
It feels so possibly as much as 20 or more kilos.
Yeah, it's at least a kind of quarter slice, isn't it?
And I think this is a double Gloucester, not a single Gloucester, depending on what class we think we're in. So it's a full fat milk made with towards a cheddar style recipe. But this one actually looks quite crumbly, so I'm not looking quite so sure about that.
Okay.
Hey, so let's have a look at it.
You can still see the impression of the cheesecloth that they put it into the molds in.
Oops. There it is.
But there's no evidence of rinds on the rind of molds or yeasts or bacteria or anything like that. And it doesn't look like it's been cleaned. So my guess is this has possibly been matured vacuum packed, but that is a guess.
That would be my hunch as well, based on what we've seen.
But otherwise, it's a sort of, if slightly boring, a reasonable looking cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no red flags on the appearance, is there?
No,
say that.
So aroma. See, this is ham stock for me, not chicken stock.
Ah, yeah. So now you say that. Having had a couple of cheeses today where we have that kind of like that chicken stock, there's been a bit of a theme, hasn't it? But yeah, you're right. This is subtly more in that direction of ham than chicken.
What about the body of the paste? Do we think that that's the same, or is it just a rind-based aroma? I think it is there, but it's much more reduced.
Yeah, it's much more reduced. It's a lot more pronounced on the rind. Yeah, for sure.
Texture, it is firm, but it breaks. It breaks
Yeah,
more than a cheddar would.
it's got some give to it.
Mm.
Hmm. Slightly yogurty flavour.
Yeah, I like that, but sweet as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it does have a cake batter flavor, although maybe that's because we've discussed that on a previous.
Yeah, power of suggestion and all that.
Mm.
Mm. Some acidity.
Sweetness is dominant. Savory is present. Acidity is present. Salt is present. No bitterness.
Mm. No bitterness now.
Dairy flavors.
I'm kind of in a yogurty, a bit of a yogurt. My initial
Yeah, I get the
thought was
yogurty.
yogurtiness.
I think it's yogurt and milk, full
Yeah.
fat milk. Moving into other flavors.
Hmm.
I think I am getting a bit of ham stock. There's a savoriness in there, but it's clean and it's cooked.
Yeah. It's not hugely complex, is it?
No.
It's pretty straightforward, but
So would you say if you were looking at a cheddar of similar profile, you'd expect a cheddar would be a more savory product?
yeah, for me, I would say so.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
the absence of savory that's sort of
Yeah.
setting this apart from a cheddar equivalent.
Mm.
Not
I think
absence,
so,
but
yeah.
reduction in savory.
Reduction in, yeah.
So it's what kind of sweetness do you think it is? I mean, we're talking fudge or condensed milk or
Hmm.
caramel?
It's kind of heading in a caramel direction for me, rather than condensed milk.
What's the sort of that stuff they have in banoffee pies, which is cooked condensed milk, isn't it? That's
Oh yeah, it's got a name, hasn't it? Got some in the cupboard downstairs, I think. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's a hybrid of caramel and condensed milk, isn't it?
yeah. Oh gosh. Now I know what you're thinking, and there's an Italian product, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of in there.
What,
So I think this
biscotti?
is this. Sorry again.
Biscotti?
Biscotti. Is that what I
Not
mean?
quite. Yeah.
No?
Could be. Anyway, we're showing our ignorance, not our strength here, by discussing this without being able to name it.
Yeah.
So let's sum it up. It's a cheddar style product with a reduced savory element and a stronger cooked milk, condensed milk, or biscotti, not biscoff, kind of thing. And that's very nice. But it's not complex.
No.
It's not got enough to recommend it for me as being an artisan slash, don't mean artisan, that's the wrong phrase. It's not demanding my attention.
No. No. I'm not sure I'd circle back for more of it if I was presented with a handful of other cheeses.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready to score?
Appearance,
Mm. I would say about 7, 6.5.
aroma,
I do quite like that ham stock note to it.
7.5, 8,
7.5,
7.75, 7.5.
7.75.
Okay. Texture, it's 7.5 seems to be our go-to when it's not brilliant, but it's not. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
it.
I think
and it's
that's fair. Yes.
within the bandwidth of its style.
I'd agree. Yeah.
7.5 and flavor, and remind of our sort of house rule that it goes through if it gets 8 or more. If it
Yeah.
gets less than 8, then it doesn't get
Mm.
to be promoted to the category sessions.
Hmm.
I don't feel this is a very good cheese. This is just,
No,
and I think
I'm not feeling it's worthy of that.
so
So
how about a 7?
7 works for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, you've had a number of categories before this that have produced some really excellent cheeses, and it's got to hold its own, hasn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It has to
Yeah,
be,
that's right.
yes, it's got to go toe to toe with them. And this is this is a product with a different end point in terms of
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
To get through to that best of category stage, you need shoulder to shoulder. There's no point a cheese being there if it's not going to
No, it's
start
not.
at the same point.
It's not all kids get a prize, is it? You know,
No.
it's you know,
No, this is competitive cheese.
got to be a bit more brutal than.
Yeah, where you carefully fix the pass the parcel.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story. Right. Okay. Well, that concludes the judging of this category. Thank you very much, judges. Thank you very much to Butler's Farmhouse Cheeses for the sponsoring the aprons, and for Miller's for sending the delicious crackers. Don't forget, we just mentioned there the category best of category finals are going to be held on the 10th of June, and then the day after is the grand final, where the very best of British cheeses will be awarded together with the Supreme Champion 2025. You've been watching the Creamery Double Gloucester judging section for the Riser Virtual Cheese Awards 2025. Thank you.